Shalom, shalom. This is just gonna be a quick impromptu lesson. Okay, and basically, I was having a conversation. All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, like I said, it's gonna be a quick impromptu. Now, I was having a conversation with my mom. All right, and she was telling me how, because usually we tell her, about the scriptures, the truth, we Israelites, all of that, and being that we're from Ghana, all right, there's certain customs and stuff that it's, Jake, all right, Israel and the western coast of Africa, keep, all right, that go back to the scriptures. And I was talking to her. Basically, I just spoke to her, and she was like, "Oh, you're not gonna believe what just happened." So basically, she mentioned how she was talking to a friend of hers who, back in Ghana, he was like, because in Ghana you still have the kingship, the priesthood and all that kind of stuff. They still do that there, So he was like, from that kind of area kind of thing. He was in that, in the whole line of the kings and so on and so forth. So he often talks about like history and the particulars, especially of mainly Ghanaians, because that's the subject right now, which you have Israelites in really the whole of the western parts of Africa and different parts as well. But basically, she said that they were talking on the phone, and he basically says, "Yo, by the way," he said, "Look, we're from Israel." She's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" He's like, "We're from Israel." And then he starts breaking it down. He starts going in. I don't know if he watches videos or not, but he was given more of the original source of it. See, we'll go, we got the truth, the scriptures, the understanding, and we tell you, that the people in the western parts of Africa are Israelites and so on and so forth. But now this is coming from, because we were born there. We know what it is, but being that he is much older and he was more, in the traditional aspects, he's saying it from an experience point of view. And he was saying, look, man, a lot of the names, that are over there in Ghana, they're straight from the scriptures, man, straight from Hebrew. Okay, there's actually a location in Ghana called, I think it's called Obriu, all right, which he said that's Hebrew. Okay, but understanding that, of course, even the Akan language, all right, that we speak, the alphabet and all that, it's literally it's a dialect from Hebrew. All right, the names of the cities, the locations, all right, the customs of the kings in Ghana. When you have a king, going from one place to another, he doesn't go on horseback, or back of an elephant or something like that. All right, they actually have they carry him sort of like how the priest would carry the Ark of the Covenant, where they actually have it set up where the thing he's in, all right, the little box carriage, whatever he's in, it has, rings on the sides where you could put a pole through it, and you would have people, I believe two in the front, two in the back, holding it on their shoulders and walking with it as the king sits in there. Now, from a child, we knew, right? We knew that they did that, but of course, it was normal to us because, we grew up there, right? So, he's explaining to her that the reason they do that, all right, because it goes back to the Ark of the Covenant, all right, as to how the Lord had designed the Ark of the Covenant, and actually how they have the symbols of the cherubims, as how the Lord told Moses to do that. They have that on the seating area where the king sits, and they said it goes back to the Ark of the Covenant, all right, as to how the Lord, we would actually keep the commandments in the Ark, okay. But of course they go off and they sort of worship the king in the sense that he's the lawgiver, okay. He's the lawgiver, and being that the commandments are in the Ark, they put him to sit there, amongst many other things. So I'm like, I said I gotta talk to this individual right here, because of course we got the truth, and it's she was telling him, look, the thing, whatever you're saying, yo, my kids say that all the time. Like my sons tell me that all the time. And he told her, look, listen to them, because what they're saying is the truth, you know. But when you hear, it's like it's coming from an original, you know, source, from somebody that's actually in it, you know, in the whole, you know, the kingship and all of that. So they can tell you, look, hey, these are the customs we do, and we know, all right, don't get it twisted. All right, the people over there in the western parts of Africa know, the ones who know the true history. All right, now dealing with Ghana for an example, we know, all right, that we go back to the people of Israel. It's not something like, oh wow, what do you mean? Like when you actually go into the elders, all right, the older generations over there, they'll tell you, look, we weren't. This isn't our land. You know, we came here, and when we came, we brought the different customs and so on and so forth. You know, and so I'm like, hey, that's why I titled it what I titled it. If I could see the tie, I can't really see the tie now. But I signed along the lines of, hey, you know, hey man, you know, it's us. You know, there's no going around the truth, man. And that's what bugs out these devils so much, because now they're saying, hold on. First off, the truth over here, you know, with our elders and apostles and their elders, how the hell did they come to find all that out? They weren't over there in Ghana. You know, they weren't over there in these different parts. It's different. Okay, it's different if, like, okay, well, you know, you're maybe some old man in Ghana somewhere, and you know, you're saying, hey, look, our line, when you trace it, our ancestors, the Ashantis, the you know, the Ewa, the Igbo, and all these different people. Though he said it, he said, look, there in Ghana you have different tribes, you know, that you know, they speak a different dialect of the same language in a way, and all some also have different languages, but you have different tribes in Ghana. And he was saying that those tribes basically go back, you know, to the tribes in the Bible. All right, the tribes of Israel. Okay, the names of cities. There's a city in Ghana called Accra, and when you look up Accra, it will tell you it's one of the residential areas in Jerusalem. Okay, so it's not by coincidence. The customs that we keep, the manners, and all these things. So you got people saying, "Oh, over there, you from Africa, you from Ghana, you a Hamite." You're not being spiritual. Okay, you're not being spiritual. And now that we know the truth, a lot of the things that we saw and experienced, as you know, when we were younger, when we were kids, it makes sense now. Now we're able to piece it together and say, "Oh, that's what it means." Certain festivals and holy days they would have over there annually, you know, goes back to the scriptures. Okay, so if not us, then who? When you go to Job 9:24, it says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, right? And if not Esau, then who? If not him, then who and where is he? Well, if we not the Israelites, then who and where are they? Okay, this is the truth, man. And like I was saying, this is what bugs these devils out, because in their mind they're saying, hold on, these people, you know, our elders and their elders, they weren't born, they weren't in Ghana, they weren't in the western parts of Africa, they were here, right? And you know, the father, your grandfather, your great grandfather, you know, when they were slaves, guess what? Those slaves came right from over there. But the thing is, when they were put in slavery, that knowledge that they had of who they were, the Hebrews for sale, and they beat all of that out of them, they're now bugging out saying, if we beat it out of your ancestors, right? If we beat it out of your ancestors, and we put crack in your communities, we told you you were black, we made sure you couldn't read or write, we made sure you were as far away from the truth as possible. How do you find out that you're Israelites? How do you know who the 12 tribes are? You know, how do you know that? How do you have Hebrew names? How do you speak Hebrew? In their minds, they're like, a lot of you can't even speak English. You live in the ghettos. You don't even have a proper education. So how the hell do you have Hebrew? How the hell do you have the name of the Most High? How? How do you understand the script? They're losing it, man. Because it's a spiritual thing. This truth is the truth. That's the only way it makes sense. It's impossible for a bunch of quote-unquote niggards, right? And spics and whatever they want to call us. I mean, we're supposed to be considered the lowest of the lowest, right? How the hell does the lowest of the lowest have the understanding of something that nobody else on the planet Earth has? What's the explanation for that? These elites use witchcraft. They got their witches and warlocks and sorcerers. They got these schools and all these things set up. And with all their knowledge and their scholars, they still didn't know these things, man. What theological schools did we go to? You know? So please explain to me, how did we get the knowledge of this? How can we pick up a book? You go from pants sagging, do-rag wearing, gang banging, crack selling, to opening up the Bible and explaining it. How the hell does that happen? It gotta be magic, right? And Salakia, if I was rambling, I got some precepts here, so I'm gonna go into that. But I saw a comment on here. Oh, would you look at that? Jonathan Wilson, it says, I used to have a repetitious dream when I was 5 to 8 about a dark night and a humongous chariot covering the entire sky. And that's the spirit. All right, that's the spirit. You know, it says, I just saw a chariot 3 days ago for the first time. So, yep, that's how it works. You just be there and then boom, you just look up and see it. All right. But you know, we have faith and we already know that these things are true. But when you hear things like this, it just solidifies it. You know, it just it just hardens that faith even more. Okay. Now this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 28. And if you don't believe it, man, Romans 3:3, that's not going. If you don't believe it, man, hey, go do something with your life, man. Go find something to do with your life. If you don't believe it, ain't nobody forcing you to believe it, man. Okay? But just know that there's a reason everybody wants to disprove what we're saying. Because they don't want to accept it, but they fear that they have no choice but to accept it. They fear that if nobody can disprove what we're teaching, then it's true. And if it's true, then they're screwed. That's the fear, man. That's why they're sending everybody to come and try to debunk what we're teaching. Because they're saying if nobody can debunk what they're teaching, that means what they're teaching is solid and is true. And if what they're teaching is solid and is true, and they're the Israelites, and we're the Edomites, and these nations, and we look at what we did to them. Of course they're going to do everything in their power for their conscience sake to disprove what's in the Bible, man. Or better yet, to try and disprove what we're saying. Now, this is the book of, hey, shalom to all you watching. You know, sincere listeners, this is the book of 2 Corinthians, I'm too excited. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, okay, the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's what we're seeing happening. The truth is being declared on all avenues, man. Something that started so small has now grown to take over the whole planet, man. Everybody knows in some way, shape, or form a part of the truth, man. You know, whether it's concerning the black Jews, they'll call it, or whatever, or, hey, the so-called white man's the devil, or what. Hey, this one way or another, it's in some aspect of the truth has permeated into the whole world, man. And like I keep saying, it is impossible without the spirit, without divine intervention, for us to know. There's no way. There's no way. Without divine intervention, we should not know what we know today. And even a step further, the way we're affected by this word, there's a spirit behind it, man. There's a spirit. Look at what you used to do in the world, man. From whatever walks of life you were in. Look at what you used to do in the world, and look at the discipline. You know, think about it in your mind. What else in the world do you have so much discipline for? How? What, you just heard some men speaking, right? Oh, you just heard some people you've never met before. Never met before. You heard them speaking, whether it was YouTube or in person or whatnot, and all of a sudden, look at what you're doing with your life now. How does that happen? What else in the world do you hear that changes your life so much like this truth does? What else do you take so seriously like this truth? What else affects you to this point? What else gives you the explanations that we're, what else? How the hell? We know the future, man. So how do you disprove this? There's a higher power, a divine power working in this, man. And that's why we take it so seriously, because we understand what we're involved in. We understand that the fact that we know we're Israelites, okay, completely solidifies everything written in this book, man. Okay? From our ancestors, hey, man, everything, it's solidified in here, man. The fact that the European Union, which is a part of the beast, just came out and issued a digital wallet with your ID and your driver's license and all of that. Do you not see what that means? China just said that they have a UFO task force. Does that not ring any spiritual bells in your head? And every day that passes by, the only news that comes out in the world is closer and closer to exactly what we've been teaching according to the scriptures, man. Okay? See what I got here. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2. And you know, Lord willing, you know, he gave my mom some links. So I'm gonna read up on that, you know, try to get in contact with him, you know, and you know, get some of them details, you know, because, you know, like I said, you know, when in Ghana we were kids, you know, everything was just, you know, yeah, whatever, it was normal, you know, but now we're able to filter through and really pick out and say, oh, there's a reason why we used to do things this way. There's a reason why hey, man, hey, all right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, all right, verse 30. And it's not just Ghana, you know, it's different parts. It's like that in really different parts of the whole world. Because that's where you have Israel scattered amongst everybody on the planet Earth, man. But for us to come back to that, you know, of all books, we came here to the Bible, and look at how the truth is overturning everything. Religions that have been there for centuries, you know, completely just toying with them, man. That's why a lot of people are leaving these Christianity. They're like, yo, hold up. I've been in this thing for 30, however many years I've been in Christianity, doing the same shit, and I never heard anything like what these men are saying over here. Let me go hear what they're talking about. They're actually going into the Bible. They're actually hitting you with history, archaeology, Hebrew, Greek, Latin words. They give you dates. They give you times, and when you go look it up, it's there. You know? So now you scratching your head like, yo, hold up. You take it to your pastor. Yo, pastor, what about... Now you start asking questions. Now your pastor looking at you like, yo, hold up. Don't be asking those kind of questions during the congregation now. You're going to make me look bad. You know? Then you start realizing, oh, your pastor don't really know nothing. He's just there to deceive you. Okay? So this is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30. Guess what? We finally woke up to who we are. That means that it's over, man. It's over. Yo, man. Yo, start counting the seconds, man. I ain't even going to tell you start counting the days. Start counting the seconds, because it's over. It's over, man. It starts Ezekiel 37, all right? The exceeding great army. Guess what? That's why they're afraid, man. Oh, black Hebrew Israelites. Oh, you're terrorists. Oh, black supremacists. Man, shut up, man. They're scared, man. They're scared because through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we're about to take this. We're about to take the whole planet back. We're about to take everything that's ours back. Okay? And these devils are afraid. And it's going to hurt them even more because then they're going to try to come after us. They're going to try to make war with us. And the Most High is he's going to rip them in half, man. All right? Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. That's a prophecy, man. That we were going to remember ourselves. And we're remembering who we are. Growing beards now, you know. Last time, and I saw some random Jake, and he got Hebrew on his car. Literally in Hebrew, I forgot what it said, you know, but it was written in the Assyrian Hebrew on his car. Now, please tell me when are you going to see Jake rocking, driving, and they got Hebrew characters on the back of their car? For what? What is, you know, there's a vibration going out on the earth, man. And that vibration is prophecy. And a part of that is us waking up to who we are. All you nations, man, all you nations are done. You're done. Finished. You're through. Okay? The Most High, we're in that period, man, when the Lord is forgiving us and we're coming back. We're never, right now where we at, we're never going back. We are not going back. We're only going forward. And each day that passes by, each week, each month, each year, whatever, hopefully it's not years, but However long passes by, we're just getting closer and closer to those prophecies being fulfilled. Read Daniel the 7th chapter. Read Daniel the 2nd chapter. The saints shall take the kingdom. Not Negroes, not Hispanics, the saints. That means the saints, Israelites, are going to have to be here. Okay? And guess what? We here. And we know we're here. And we know who we are. All right? So it says, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord their God. So not only do we know we're Israelites, but we know who our power is. Okay? And we've become one with our power. You know? This is a part of the fruits of the labor, you know, the labor and the diligence, okay, of men that were before us who labored. Well, guess what? We continuing in that. And you may think, oh, it's just one video that I did or a clip that I put up here or a sit down that I did here. Guess what? Each and every one of those videos, each and every one of us doing a video, that's a lot of videos, man. You may think one penny is not much. But what if everybody in America brought a penny? That would be a lot. So you may think, okay, I do a video a day, but it ain't about just the change isn't happening individually. Individually. All right. The change is happening collectively. We're a body. Remember that. So if you want to say, well, I put up one video a day. Imagine if you put up one video a day, every other brother is doing one video a day. Even if it's just one video a day, that's a lot of videos going out. So guess what? That's 1 times however many brothers out there doing the work, chances that somebody's going to see the video and wake up. And we go into everything. We go into everything, man. So guess what? The elect, word, man. Okay? And they're remembering who they are. It's coming back. It's all coming back, man. All right? They're calling on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's Hebrew. We're going back to the ancient world. We're going into the future, but we're going back to the ancient world. You know? And what happened when we called upon our power in faith and belief and sincerity? Things happened. Our enemies were taken down. And I'm telling you right now, man, they are afraid. And that's why they're moving very, very fast. Okay? Verse 31. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. So the reason now we're waking up to this is because the Lord, and that's why I'm telling you it's spiritual, because the Lord has opened up our eyes. He's opened up our minds to understand this. To hear that you're an Israelite, and then, yeah, that makes sense. You see all the things you putting it together, you're like, yeah, yep. No, that's us. That's us. That's nobody. Nope, that's us. From the wickedness to the righteousness. From the customs, to the way we live, to the things we're going through. No, that's us. There's no mistaking about it. That's us. This is the truth. All right? This is the truth, man. This is the way. Walk ye in it. And if this is the truth, that means that everything else we've been saying is true. Okay? Don't be deceived by the time. You know, oh, things look like that. No. Forget what things look like. We don't live by what we see. We live by what we know. All right, what we believe to be true, which is the scriptures. We live by faith. And faith is telling us that all hell is going to break loose. Forget what you're seeing. Because what you're seeing is going to tell you, oh, take a trip to Miami. Oh, go have fun. Oh, the summer's coming. Oh, No, faith is telling us sudden destruction is coming. Faith is telling us Jacob's trouble is coming. Faith is telling us famines are coming. But you know what else faith is telling us? Faith is telling us that when those things come, we're going to be delivered. Okay? Verse 32, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. Brakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yes, we are praising the Lord. We're thanking him that he gave us the spirit to wake up to who we are. We're thanking him that he gave us the truth. We're thanking him just for being an Israelite alone, you should thank the Lord, man. Okay, it says, and think upon my name and return from their stiff neck. So not only are we going to wake up to being Israelites, which we have, but we're going to return. We're going to stop the wickedness. We're going to repent. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. Look at what else in the world has changed people's lives like that. And it's not just one person. It's not just one block. It's not just one city. It's worldwide. You know? Think of it from the perspective of an elite. You're sitting here and you're looking and you're like, all right, because you could hear, you could hear the different phone conversations. You can, so you like, all right, you got these men out here claiming to be the prophets. They teaching the Bible. Okay, all right, well, let's see how far they get. Next thing you know, you tapping in different people's phone conversations. Yo, bro, yo, we Israelites, yo. Yo, what you talking about, bro? Yo, in the Bible, bro, that's us, bro. Yo, what you mean? Yo, yo, Deuteronomy, yo, this is why it says that. Yo, that actually makes, oh, all right, hold up. Let me hit you back, bro. Then he calls you back with 5 other people on the line. Yo, what you was saying, bro? Yeah, yo, I'm saying hey, yo, yeah, that's why. Hey, sending links. Hey, watch this video. Hey, this. Then next thing you know, the trend is catching fire. So these elites are tapping into. They might go into New York, go into a couple different neighborhoods, listen to what's going on, what the vibration is looking like. What are people buying? What are people watching on YouTube? What are people investing their time in? You know, what are people doing on Saturdays? You know, they're looking at these things and they're like, yo, there's a lot more, man, this is a fact. Then next thing you know, London, you know, Australia, you know, different parts of the world. You're like, hold up. And it's the same thing everywhere. You're hearing the same thing. We're going through the same thing. Drug dealers not doing drug dealing anymore. What is so important that you stop doing drugs, you stop selling drugs, you stop all of that? You've killed people, right? Whatever you've done, and you stopped all of that to teach the Bible. I mean, Christianity didn't do that to you. Islam ain't do that to you. Buddhism ain't do that to you. Catholicism ain't do that to you. So what about Hebrew Israelites is so special that you got gangbangers, adulterers, whores, thieves, murderers, people, whatever you used to do, stopping all of that, and they're coming to the same thing. They're coming to the same thing. That's the thing that's getting them. They're all coming to the same thing. They're all calling on the same name. They're all in that one accord, one like mind. That's a problem. That's scary. Because now the Lord is reversing Esau's tactics of conquering us, divide and conquer. But now we're being united. And so, okay, you see that happening, but what else is happening? Now the division that they had set between light skin and dark skin, Hispanics and so-called blacks, that's disappeared. You know, people walking by, they seeing Negroes on the sign, but then they seeing Puerto Ricans, they seeing Dominicans, they seeing, you know, and Native Americans. They're like, hold up, we all on one side. You know, they seeing brothers of different, you know, so-called, you know, as they'll say it in the world, races and stuff. But really, we all Israelites standing together. That vibration is out, man. Okay, that the vibration of the truth is out. And all that's left is these last few prophecies. Okay, and we out of here, man. Okay, so it says, verse 33, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And we know, all right, the way of our fathers was sinned before the Lord. We know that that was us. Okay, we know that, guess what? Peter, Paul, James, John, all of them, they were us. Okay, those were our people. Okay, prophets, back here again. Whatever role you were in there, you back here again. Even if you're a wicked Israelite, you back here being a wicked Israelite again. Verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, that's our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. So guess what? Now, it started with remembering ourselves and repenting, but then comes the Lord doing the action. He says he's going to bring us back to our land. So if you're in our land right now, a bastard that's dwelling over there, and you're like, oh shit, hold up. They waking up to the fact they're Israelites, and their God say he's going to bring them here. But if we here, we screwed. You know, we are in for some shit. Okay? It says, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So the Most High is wide awake. Yahushua is wide awake, and they're busy. As a matter of fact, let's go to one of my favorite precepts. This is the book of, what is it? Psalms chapter 119, verse 126. It says, "It is time for thee, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to work, for they have made void thy law." And that's what we're seeing, man. We see it, but now the world is about to see it, man. Okay, they're about to see the work of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And that name that people want to play around with, those names, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, are going to be magnified. The Egyptians, take a lesson out of their book. Take a page out of their book. They tried playing games. Pharaoh tried playing games. But what happened to him? Nebuchadnezzar tried playing games. Antiochus tried playing games. What happened to their asses? Okay? The names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai will be magnified. Okay? And before this place is completely done, the world is going to know that this was not done by man. This was not done by idols. This was done by a God, the one true living God. Okay, the God that we worship. Okay, the God that did all this to us, but then had mercy on us and brought us back. That God, yeah. All right, so let me see what brothers have on here. Oh man. Hey man, it's a beautiful thing. Let's see. This is Prince of Yahweh 3, Psalms 37 and 28. "For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off." All right. This is same brother, Ecclesiasticus 17 and 10. "And the elect shall praise his holy name." And guess what? We praise in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai all the time, all day, every day. Okay, because the Lord is doing a beautiful work in the earth on our behalf. This is all going to benefit us. This is only the beginning. You knowing you an Israelite, you serving the Lord, this is only the beginning, man. We actually have something to look forward to. Who else? What other nation has something to look? They don't got nothing to look forward to. If these heathens, with the exception of Esau, had anything to look forward to, that they should be looking maybe 1,000 years down the line in the future. All right, or maybe you know what? Maybe you know what? They could look forward to slavery. No, they could. You're gonna be shackled up. You're gonna be working. You're gonna be getting beat. But guess what? The planet you're gonna be living on is gonna be a paradise. Okay, it's gonna be a paradise. To be a slave in paradise is better than to be free in hell, right? Wouldn't you want to be a slave in heaven than to be free in hell? You know, you're gonna be working, but you know when that sun beams, you're like, that's a beautiful sun. You know, when the breeze hits, oh, that's fresh air right there. You know, so hey, you can look forward to that. But we are looking forward to rulership. All right, we are finally looking forward to going home. Okay, to finally getting to live, man. Finally getting what's ours. Everybody had their turn, but us. And when everybody had their turn, we were the ones getting our ass beat. You know, whenever they were in rulership, it was always us. We were all the slaves in the kingdom, the ones building up their kingdom, the ones on the bottom. Now it's our turn, and all of them collectively, they're gonna be under us. That's it. That's a beautiful way to end the show. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, and whether they like it or yes, that's what's gonna happen. That's right. Prince of Yahweh 3, Isaiah 54 and 8. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer. All right. Those words are beautiful to hear, man. Hey, look, but that happened to a lot of people, man. You know, speaking of Jonathan Wilson, you know, that's one of the things that when you first come to the truth, that's one of the first things you're gonna be tried with is the people who are immediately around you. You know, whether it's your woman or your parents or your kids or whatnot, because they're gonna see that change. You know, and it's likely they're not gonna want to be with it. They're gonna feel like you said, oh, like, you know, you different. You know, you don't spend time with me anymore and stuff like that. That's one of the first few tests that Satan always tries to get you with. That's like trials beginning level number 1. You know, closest members jump on them and try to get them to Get this person out while they're hot, like while they're fresh, while you still have a chance. You know, but that's when you got to know, really, that should be a sign to you that, all right, I'm on the right path. Now I got to go even harder. You know, especially now, hey man, if you just woke up, especially now when things are about to get rough, thank the Lord, man. Thank the Lord. Because it's about we get into that point where it's like a door that's closing and you just slide right under before it closes. You know, so you gotta stay right on the other side. Okay, stay on the other side, man. And guess what? Whoever leaves us, whoever they don't want to be a part, they're gonna do a 180 real quick. A full ass U-turn and run right back. Because people leave us for the world. But when the world starts going to hell, where they gonna go? They're gonna turn their ass right around and start running away from the world. But ain't what you mean? You can't do that. You gotta keep the same energy. You ran to it, so you stay with it. When the world was all fun for you, you were happy with it. So when the world is dying, you gotta die with it. That's just the way it is. All right. Prince of Yahweh 3, Ecclesiasticus 1 and 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. And we fear the Lord, man. Nathan Yawasab, Shalom, Psalms 14 and 7. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad. And you best believe we're going to be glad, man. We glad right now. You know, we glad right now because, hey, when we hear the talks about the chariots, we know they come into our defense. For all those years we were singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." Well, guess what? They swinging low now. All right, they getting ready to swing low, man. And they're gonna swing low, deliver, and destroy. Okay, they're gonna deliver and destroy, man. So we got a lot to look. All we got is things to look forward to. That's let me. If you're doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, if you're doing what's right according to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all you got is things to look forward to. And that should be motivation for you to keep doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And it doesn't matter how good you think you are, until your ass is in a chariot, ain't no stopping, man. That's your confirmation. When the Lord, hey, just to be safe, man, get your ass up in a chariot before you want. If you want to take your foot off the gas, you do that then. Okay? But the goal is make it over there, man. And we all fighting for it. We're all fighting for it, man. So we at the point now where we're not gonna be able to stop running to turn around and try. No, we told you keep running, man. If you fall, you get back up and you run. You gotta run even faster, you know. But we gonna keep going full speed ahead, man. Full speed ahead. Okay. You do one, you do two videos. You do three, you do four videos. You know. You whatever it is you got to do, man. Lock into that zone and go full speed ahead, man. Okay, so with that, I'm ended here. Okay, Lord willing, that was edifying and exhorting unto the elect. All right, I just wanted to do that, that lesson real quick, just to bring it out and put it out there, man. That when we tell you, these things, don't think of it all just as we telling you. The truth is the truth, man. And you're gonna hear the same truth everywhere you go because it's the truth. It's not coincidence that these devils are talking about UFOs, man, because it's prophesied. And that prophecy will come to pass along with all others, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.